Welcome back. Today, we're going to get into a topic that's as American as apple pie: the fascination with big cars. From historic classics to modern road giants, we'll explore what drives our love for oversized vehicles. So, buckle up and join us on America's most obsessional journey with big cars, the allure of big cars. Big cars have always been more than just a mode of transportation in the U.S. They're a symbol of freedom, style, and adventure. In a country known for its wide-open spaces and long highways, driving a large vehicle often feels like an extension of personal space and status. Whether it's a sleek Cadillac with its iconic tail fins or a rugged pickup truck, these cars embody the essence of American pride and innovation. Comparing markets, US versus Europe. But how does this American preference stack up against other parts of the world? When we look at the car markets across the Atlantic, the contrast is striking. In 2021, compact and subcompact cars dominated over 35% of European sales, whereas in the US, these models barely made up 10%. This stark difference highlights a strong American preference for larger vehicles, a trend shaped by both consumer demand and evolving regulations. Driving forces behind bigger cars. So, what's driving this preference for bigger cars? The answer lies in a blend of consumer desires and regulatory gaps. Larger cars often come with higher price tags, increased fuel consumption, and a larger footprint on the road. With safety regulations lagging behind, the trend of bigger cars continues, despite the challenges they bring. The history of America's big car obsession. To understand this obsession, we need to take a step back in time. Let's travel back to the 1950s, a golden era of big cars. Gas was cheap, and luxury was defined by size. Enthusiasts like Rick Patton, who treasures classic Cadillacs like the 1955 Eldorado, embody the period's love for spacious, high-status vehicles. This era set the stage for America's enduring obsession with big cars. But the fascination with powerful and stylish automobiles didn't start there. The roots can be traced back even further to the post-World War II era. During the war, American car makers were inspired by the agile designs of British cars, leading to the creation of iconic models like the Corvette and Ford Mustang. These cars, with their emphasis on power, style, and freedom, solidified America's enduring love affair with big, bold vehicles. Consumer preferences and automaker trends. Fast forward to today, and the impact of these historical influences is still visible. Ed Kim from Auto Pacific provides insight into why automakers keep producing larger vehicles. Surveys reveal a strong consumer preference for bigger cars, leading to a phenomenon known as size creep. Take the BMW 3 Series, which has evolved from a compact sedan to a much larger model, reflecting how automakers interpret and respond to consumer desires. The impact of size creep on pickup trucks. Research from Consumer Reports shows that pickup trucks have significantly grown since 2000, with an 11% increase in hood height and a 24% rise in weight. Trucks like the Ford F-150 and Chevrolet Silverado have become larger and more imposing, aligning with consumer trends towards bigger, more powerful vehicles. Regulations and their influence. These trends haven't gone unnoticed by regulators. Regulatory changes have also influenced this shift. The 1970s fuel efficiency rules didn't consider vehicle size, leading to the introduction of footprint-based standards in the early 2000s. This allowed larger vehicles to meet less stringent regulations, incentivizing automakers to produce bigger cars and fueling the trend further. The financial and safety implications. However, the preference for larger vehicles comes with costs. The trend towards larger vehicles has notable financial and safety implications. Median transaction prices have soared, with many small cars disappearing from the market. Brands like Fiat have exited the US, while large SUVs and trucks continue to thrive. Although smaller cars remain popular in regions with narrow roads and high fuel costs, the demand for bigger vehicles persists. Looking to the future. So, what does the future hold for big cars? Could the rise of electric vehicles, EVs, shift the trend towards smaller cars? EVs, with their efficient powertrains, might pave the way for a new preference for compact vehicles. Innovations in EV design and changing consumer tastes could potentially alter the American love for large cars. Even Rick Patton, who once adored big American classics, has developed an interest in smaller British cars, proving that tastes can evolve. And that wraps up our exploration of America's big car obsession. From historical trends to current market dynamics, it's evident that size has long been a key factor in American automotive culture. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to States Untold for more captivating stories about the U.S. See you next time!